What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and I just finished up watching Manuel Charr versus Christopher Lovejoy, which is a 12-rounder in the heavyweight division. And this fight was Saturday, May 15th, from the Box Gym in Cologne, Germany. And in this fight, Manuel Charr destroys Christopher Lovejoy inside 2 rounds, as I predicted. I did predict a first through fourth round knockout victory for Manuel Charr. And just to break down the fight, the first round, it was fairly close because nothing really happened except for maybe a few jabs landed from both sides. But then right at the end of that first round, Christopher Lovejoy seemingly went in for a takedown. I have no clue what he was doing. And then Charr was smiling as he walked away. And then Lovejoy, as he got back up, he had a grimace on his face. It looked like he might have hurt his shoulder. I'm not sure what happened because he wasn't moving it. And it looked like he was crying. I don't know what the grimace on his face was. But then the first round ended right after that event. Then at the start of the second round, Charr opened it up with a few jabs before landing a combination to the body, then landing a huge 1-2 to the head of Christopher Lovejoy, followed up by a left hook that sent him down. And as I predicted, the first punch that Christopher Lovejoy will get hit with, he will get hurt and he will get knocked down or even knocked out. And that's exactly what happened. After immediately getting hit for the first time, he goes down, doesn't get back up, and the referee stops the fight. So what is next for Manuel Charr, coming back after more than 3 years of inactivity, getting stripped of his WBA title, now the quote-unquote WBA Champion In Recess? I think that means that he will be fighting for the belt that he was stripped of, which means he will be taking on Trevor Bryan. That fight was supposed to happen so many times, but it fell through, obviously, due to complications in making the fight on both sides, whether it be with Don King or even in Manuel Charr's promotional side. But, yeah, I want to see that fight. That's the fight that should be happening. Most fans wouldn't want to see that fight because, I don't really know which fan really wanted to see this fight, but it has to happen. It's the quote-unquote recess champion who was stripped of that belt versus the champion who just won that belt in an odd way because he fought a nobody in Bermane Stiverne. But, yeah, that's the fight, and that's the triangle of heavyweights that we're really talking about fighting for this regular title. It was Manuel Charr, it was between, Christopher Lovejoy and Trevor Bryan. Because for the past few months, they were scheduled, to fight each other multiple times. As Trevor Bryan was scheduled to fight Christopher Lovejoy in September, then Bryan was supposed to fight Charr in January, and now then Charr takes on Christopher Lovejoy in May. And finally, one of those fights actually happens, and I think this really does open up that Trevor Bryan fight, but I'm not really too sure if Don King will make that fight because I think it was mostly on Trevor Bryan's side where that fight did not happen. But what is next for Christopher Lovejoy after getting destroyed here in a fight that he said that he would win and knock out Manuel Charr? It was fairly obvious. He fought no one. All his fights were in Tijuana against losing opponents. It was just obvious in my opinion. But, yeah, I think he should retire. He's 37 years old. He fought nobody. I don't really see what other fights he could get offered. And even if he fights David Allen, which is his quote-unquote rival on social media, he will get destroyed in that fight too. He'll get knocked out. So I think he should retire. He made enough money, I guess, with this fight. But, yeah, he got brutalized here. So overall, Manuel Charr destroys Christopher Lovejoy with a 1-2 in the second round that sends him down. Christopher Lovejoy does not get up, and the fight is over. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.